Hello everyone, happy Monday. Today is Pirate Science. So, last week we made some black powder, and this week we're going to use it. Let's see who is here. Mr. Turner is here, Aiden, Reagan, Chloe. Hello guys. Lucas. Good to see you. Miss you all too. And Sky. Hello, Sky. How you guys doing? Okay, so got my pirate hat on. It's Pirate Science Day. I'm really excited about all this. I just finished making today's experiment, and I literally just finished making the video, and I haven't seen it yet, but I've put it all together, and we're going to watch it together. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what happened this morning, and share with you the delicious, not really delicious, actually pretty disgusting results. Yeah. Hello, Oliver. Oh, Ruby, Micah, Harper. Hello, Harper. Okay, so let's get going. Today's learning target is I can ask silly questions. Okay? It's really important that you ask yourself some silly questions. I want to share with you a silly question that I got last spring, early summer, right as school's letting out. It says, "Hey, Captain Richard, the Daring King kids have a question for you. What would happen if you mixed black powder into or sprinkled it on top of a cake frosting and then lit a lot of candles?" And then it goes on into that they said that we know that C4 is not an option because C4 is too stable, needs that electric charge to go boom. It says, "We appreciate your insights in the matter, knowing that as a pirate, you must have plenty of experience with black powder." So here's the deal, is that I did not have a lot of experience with black powder, but because this silly question was asked, now I do. You know, like it was more than just like when you have a question, no matter how silly it is, like what happens if you sprinkle black powder, go for it. Because you know what? I learned a lot. I know how to make black powder. I know how to be safe with it. I know all these different things. So I just wanted to encourage you to ask silly questions, especially in STEM, because you might get some silly answers, which is a lot of fun. Okay? Oh, we are good at typing STEM. That's good. Is this for the third grade? Yes. Welcome. Welcome everyone from grades from ages 5 to 95. If you are 96, can't be here. Sorry, too old. But 95? Okay. All right. So here we go. Let's get to the video. So the question is, what happens if we make a black powder cake, right? Or if we mix black powder into the frosting, or we sprinkle it on top. Okay? All right, here we go. So, my silly question is, how does a banana talk? I don't know how a banana talks. Is this a joke? I don't. That will be a difficult question to figure out. Okay, let's watch our video. Let's see. So here, first, I have made a simple yellow box cake, and now I am just spreading some some white frosting on the top here. I didn't want to spend a lot of time making a nice cake from scratch because, well, the eating of the cake was not the important part of this cake's existence. So, why do you always want Brie? Well, because Brie is a very cute and beautiful puppy. So I made a couple of cupcakes also because I had an idea that I might want to try this experiment more than once. And if I ruin the cake the first time, then I won't have any extra cake to do. So I made some cupcakes just in case. Oh yes, this is the most important part, the sprinkles, right? Look at those sprinkles. Do. Okay, and then I got some colored frosting. You guys tell me, what is it that I am using the frosting to make here? Take a look. Like all this time, I've been wanting to sing happy birthday, you know, but it's like nobody's birthday. Okay, so take a look and tell me what you think I am making there. What is it? What is that? Want to eat it? Yes, I know. I wanted to eat it too. It's a ghost. It's a good call. Clara got it. It's a pirate skull. Of course, it's hard to do with like pink frost. First of all, I am not an excellent artist. I only have pirate level skill art. Secondly, it's hard to draw with big, thick pink frosting. No, it's a pirate. It's like a skull and crossbones. See? It's like a skull. Like my skull right there. See? There we go. Ready to go. It does look good. Luca's got it too. A skull. Yeah. Okay. First warning. Uh-oh. Let's go back. Let's go back a little bit here. Okay. So first warning. Do not make or burn black powder. It is dangerous, okay? This is not something you do at home. This is something that you come and you watch Captain do, and then you always say, wow, I wonder what other cool things that we can do in STEM. This is not one of these things where I'm going to do this at home, okay? Be warned. Don't make or burn black powder at home. Got it? Okay. So the first thing I wanted to do, guys, was I wanted to make sure that okay, hold on. I made the black powder last time, and it was still kind of clumpy and dry, and wet. So, but I held a flame to it, and it fizzled. You remember that last week? So I just wanted to test. It sat in this jar all week. It dried out in the sun. We crushed it up pretty good. I just wanted to test it one more time, because if I put it on the cake and then nothing happened, I don't know was it the powder at fault or was it the cake? I don't know. So I want to test the powder first just to make sure it's still explosive. Okay, so I'm going to just light a tiny bit of the powder on my driveway. And this is what it looks like. Okay, so here we go. Get some flame up onto it. There we go. It fizzles. Okay. And here we go. Okay, so there's the cake. So hold on. So a couple things about the little test. First, it lit pretty quick, and then it fizzled. It didn't all go at once. It like sizzled like that, and it immediately created this like real strong like fireworks smell, you know, that sulfury smell. So I was like, okay, I need to have some safety precautions, right? So first, because of all the fumes, I was like, I'm going to wear my N95 mask, okay? If you watched Pandemic Science last Thursday, you remember me talking about how it blocks 95 of the particulates in the air. So I was like, maybe it'll be a good job by me to wear my N95 mask. So I wore that. I also put on some goggles, right? I know I have glasses and these are shatter resistant, but I just want to make sure that I wear goggles so that my eyes are extra safe. And so the idea was, and then I put on some latex gloves and I sprinkled it on the cake and put some candles in. And I wanted to make sure that I would light it from a distance. So what I did was I got this big, long wood dowel, and I duct taped, well, they're burnt now, but I duct taped 2 matches to the end. So that way I could light the matches, and then I could get my big stick, and I could light the cake from a distance. Because I didn't know, you have open flame next to a birthday cake covered in black powder. I thought that might be dangerous, so I wanted to be far away from it. And then I also got these thermal gloves. These gloves are for handling really hot or really cold things, and I put my hands in these guys while lighting it. I figured if it was going to explode, I wanted my body part that was going to be closest to the cake to have some kind of protection. So I wore those thermal gloves too. Okay. So let's see. You use them out at your dad's shop. Maybe the goggles. Do you use the goggles? Okay. Who's excited for Halloween? I'm excited for Halloween. So those are some of the safety. Oh, the last thing I did was when I put the candles on, I shaved some of the wax off the top because I wanted the candles to light immediately. I didn't want to have to hold the fire there and wait for it to melt the wax. And then, last thing, the kind of candles I got were the trick candles. The candles that you blow them out and then they spark and they light themselves up again. I think that there's a little bit of magnesium in there or something, something that will flame while it's hot. And so the reason I did that was that I have these candles outside, and outside wind blows, things like that. So I wanted candles that I could light and then they would stay lit. So I got those trick candles. You'll see they spark every once in a while. Okay. All right, let's watch. This is quite the deal. Uh-oh. There it goes. Okay, so see, I lit the end of the matches, and there they are on the end of the stick. Now there's these tall gray candles. So I'm lighting one now, and I put some of the smaller pink candles in there too, but I didn't know if I was going to really have time to light them. You see, the matches are really a lot of fire. So but I did end up getting these 2 candles lit. Lennon and Harper are together. Oh, hey Lennon, good to see you and Harper. Oh, and Miguel says eat it. I really wanted to eat it, but then once I put the black powder on top, I kind of lost all desire to eat it. I was like, it looks a little gross. So you can see there are the trick candles. They're burning. The other candles, I got 2 of the 3 trick candles and none of the pink candles. So they are, whoa, easy, Mr. Turner. Okay, so there it goes. All right, we're burning down. Yeah, I know. And so I'm standing a bit ways away. I mean, we see that. Oh, you see, look really closely at the candles. Every once in a while, you see a little white spark. Those sparks, they might even be honestly a little black powder inside of those candles, but a little bit of magnesium or something so that it relights. You'll see that sometimes the wind blows the candle out and then the sparks bring it right back. Yes, counting that date is counting down. I was counting down too. I was sitting there watching it okay, 3, 2, and then also every once in a while a little bit of the hot wick would burn off and fall onto the cake, and I was like, ugh, waiting for it to do something. Everyone counting down. I was like, happy birthday to me. Is the suspense killing you? It was like, so the candles are about halfway down now. Who can see the little sparks? Look closely. See the little white sparks? That's the trick candles burning. Counting down from 100. We're getting there. Okay. It's getting real down there. Oh, see, okay, see the right one blew out? They both blew out. Or the right one's really blown out, but watch. See, it comes back. These candles are really cool. That's why I got these candles. If I just lit the other candles, I know that I would be like relighting them. Probably even just throwing matches right on top of the cake. Oh boy. I know. Guys, what if it does nothing? Did you think about that? What if it doesn't do anything? It's getting real down. The fire is like really close now. Oh. Did you see that? Yeah. Yay? Question mark? Okay, so guys, that was it. It just kind of like sizzled and melted, and it didn't really explode. So here is the aftermath. It's hard to tell, but so this is the melted and burnt out black powder. There's still some like dustings of the black powder, but it kind of became this like soupy mess. It's hard to tell, but it's kind of like liquidy and I know I was some kind of big explosion. So, but it's like this soupy, gross mess, and it stinks really badly. So okay, so I was thinking, okay, let's do something else. So that was me just sprinkling the black powder on top. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to fulfill the like other part of the question, which was like, what happens if you mix black powder into the frosting? So I add quite a lot of black powder into the frosting, and then you see I'm stirring it up with a stick there. Oliver says you should have ate it. No, I was not gonna eat it. Not cool. All right, there we go. Not cocoa. Yeah, it is not cocoa. All right, so there you go. You can see that the frosting I'm putting on there is like this gray. It's like mixed up with all of the black powder there. Well, all that for nothing. It just didn't. It sizzled. It melted. It's just not what maybe you were expecting. That's why we do these things, to figure these things out. Okay, so here is my black powder frosting, right? And then I was like, you know what? We'll just put it on top of the cake. And then we'll pour a lot more black powder. Look at all that black powder. Just a big pile of it. Right on top. And then we're going to put a candle right in the middle of it. Eat it? No, I'm not going to eat it. Okay, so here I pulled some of the wax off the top so it would be easy to light. Then I get my glove. You know, this big, thick thermal glove. It was actually really hard for me to get the lighter to work because my fingers, you know, it's like big, thick glove. See, I'm like, ugh, ugh. Okay, so I light the candle. There we go. Now, I think we're going to skip forward a little bit so that way it doesn't watch it burn all the way down. Skip, skip. Okay, so you see it burning down? Burning down? Now this is, yeah, this will be interesting. It's got a lot of black powder on it, and there is the frosting too. Now, like, I know that sugar, I've made rocket fuel out of sugar by mixing it with the potassium nitrate, which the black powder has a lot of potassium nitrate. So now that I've mixed it together, I'm actually kind of wondering, like, maybe the potassium nitrate will oxidize and help burn the sugar inside the frosting. But I also know there's probably a lot of butter in the frosting, so I don't know. We'll see. We will see what happens. Let's move this down a little bit. Okay. Maybe. Okay, there we go. So there is the candle. It is getting down there. If you want to start singing Happy Birthday, now is the time to start singing Happy Birthday. There it goes. Woo! So a smoldering, toxic mess. There it is. So that, you know, the black powder on that really, you know, like when we concentrated it into a little like pile, it really did burn a lot better. So here it is in slow motion. You can see it flame pretty well there. Yeah, nobody blew out the candles. What was going on there, guys? If you don't blow out the candles, your wish isn't going to come true. Okay, so that is that. Let's see if we can zoom forward here. So here is the smoldering aftermath. It is a big pile of burnt cake and melted frosting and gross, sulfury, spent black powder. Ugh. Ugh. Yuck. There you go. Okay, so remember, learning target today was ask silly questions. This was a lot of fun. But you know, because answering this silly question made me be like, well, now I got more questions. Like, this is like gunpowder. I thought gunpowder was like really explosive. Why didn't it, when it hit the cake, I thought it was going to go like blow and cake was going to fly everywhere. And I was wearing all this protection and I was standing like 30 feet back with my camera, you know? And then what happened? It just like sizzled and it was even less than like a firework. So I'm like, okay, what happened there? So I just Googled while we were talking about this. I'm like, why? And like, is gunpowder explosive? And I got this result. Here, let me share it with you. There we go. So this is Wikipedia's entry for gunpowder. It is one of the earliest known chemical explosives. And look, it says it consists of a mixture of sulfur, charcoal, and potassium nitrate, KNO3. That's exactly what we knew, right? So that's cool. It says here, gunpowder is classified as a low explosive because of its relatively slow decomposition rate and consequently low. And then what is this word? Brescence? So I'm like, I don't know what this word is. So I looked up this word. It's and then I also looked up how to pronounce it. So here, what is this word? Everybody listen.
Burrisons. Burrisons.
Burrisons. Okay, so burrisons. So burrisons is the shattering ability of high explosives. So it can be traced to the French verb burster, to break or shatter, ultimately derived from the Celtic word brisum, to break. So because it has the whatever, it's this scale for like low. So gunpowder is low on the Burson's scale, whatever that, right? Something like that. So that means that its reaction is, it has a lot of energy, but its reaction is not fast. And so you can kind of see that when we were like looking at the, let's look at the video here again. Not me making the cake. Here we go. Like when we see, you can see that like it doesn't go all at once. It's pretty fast, but it doesn't go all at once. So I guess that has something to do with it, right? It's just like, it doesn't have that really, like, it doesn't shatter, to use the word, right? It doesn't break, bursts. It doesn't go fast. So something like TNT or something like that will, so like when they discovered how to create TNT, that was like a big revolutionary thing, because they're like, wow, this is a powerful explosive. We can use this to crack rocks open, right? But gunpowder, good for firing projectiles, but not really blowing things up, right? So that's why our cake did not explode. Now, am I going to make TNT to blow up a cake? I am not. One, there are no creepers around, so you need creepers to make gunpowder, right? Okay, so that was fun. I'm glad that we had those crazy questions. If you also have some crazy science STEM question, please send it to my email address, Incorvia at Answer Charter School, and we will help you answer those questions. All right. Please go to my website, mrincorvia.com, for all of your fun STEM needs. There are video games there. There are things that I had a question. Somebody asked me today, said, hey, if I send you a video game that I made, will you put it on your website? And I was like, yes, absolutely. Send it to me. So there's going to be some student-made video games there too, okay? All right. Stella really wants to see the pug. Stella can't do that today. I will have to make like just a specific video for the dogs if you want to see them, okay? All right, guys. I miss you a whole bunch. I hope that you're having a good school year. Hopefully, it sounds like we'll be coming together all together in like a couple of weeks, so that will be fun. If everyone wears their masks and stays safe, maybe we can get back to school quick, okay? I hope you had fun today. I had a lot of fun, learned a ton. You guys take care. Bye-bye.